I don't know if this is going to go any further in helping people understand emotional intimacy versus physical intimacy. And the real issue in our country is emotional intimacy. We got the physical part mostly pretty good very often anyway.
Well, you know, when I say there's a huge thing, there is a huge difference between the two. I always say that intimacy is into me see,
Yep.
and there is something that's very different. And so if we can't teach people how to distinguish between the two, we're just going to continue to be drawn by our lust and our loins.
And which is not always a bad thing. But Leanne, the intimacy that Spirit is talking about is a quiet closeness that people nourish one another with in very quiet, attached ways, just like you do with your little son. I mean, that is intimacy.
Intimacy doesn't mean sex. It can be part of sex, but that doesn't mean it has to lead to it or that it is part of that. I think, you know, every time I see this, Dr. Drew, all I can think about is it's a business, okay? This television show has sponsors. They're making money. They get people, and sure, Spirit's probably right. They're probably preying on the people that think that maybe this is where they're going to get their therapy. But look, we know they're not really getting good therapy here. And I think the therapy that they need is going to be more than what they can get on a 30-minute show.
Of course. And we know Chris Donahue is part of the show. We know him to be a good, ethical guy, too. So I'm guessing that there is something more going to be offered these couples. I just has to be. I can't imagine people that I know would be a part of that without that piece in place. So I'm going to hope that there's the TV part, but then these people get the benefit of real treatment afterwards.
They're going to be calling us all around the country for aftercare.
Well,
I'll just wait for my phone to ring.
If Chris calls, I'll submit you for it, Spirit. Now, I want everyone to go to our website, hlntv.com, or our Facebook page to vote in on tonight's poll. We're asking if you will watch Sex Box. Right now, 82% of you say no way. But Leanne, when the time comes, I'm betting that it gets pretty decent ratings if it's done halfway well.
Yeah, but I bet, Dr. Drew, it'll be one of those one-and-done things. People will tune in because it's kind of a new thing, and it's like, oh, people are going to have sex in the box, and then they're going to realize it's really nothing.
Are you saying it's a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am?
Yes, Sam, I love you. I love you.
It's a one-night stand.
I got to tell you something, guys. We're joking and stuff. And
I know. It's so
there's many other jokes to be had about the box and everything. But
of course.
But the fact is, television has a very powerful force, and it's always something good could come out of this. I know it seems extreme now, but I'm going to hope they find a way to shape it in such a way that the people aren't hurt and maybe are helped, and that people can actually learn something. Let's use television as a force for good.